Most people are well aware of the existence of Red Hook, but did you know there also used to be a Yellow Hook? If you check out old maps, before it was called Bay Ridge, it was actually called Yellow Hook. So what happened? Why the reason for the name change? Well, for starters, let's run through the history of the word hook in New York City terminology. So hook comes from a Dutch word that's kind of pronounced like hoek, which basically in English translates to a corner or a point of land. Here, the most well-known one is probably Red Hook, but you also have Corlear's Hook on the Lower East Side and Jeffrey's Hook, where the little red lighthouse is by the GW Bridge. Red Hook got its name from the reddish hue that the Dutch found in the soil, and Yellow Hook got its name for the same reason, except the soil there looked yellow. The actual point of Yellow Hook itself would correspond with about the end of modern-day Bay Ridge Avenue. Now you might be thinking, Yellow Hook was a great name, why change it? Well, there was one significant reason for the change, and that was the disease yellow fever. There were two terrible yellow fever epidemics in the early 1850s, one in New Orleans and one in Virginia. Yellow fever was so bad at this time, it turned people off from any association with the word yellow. And thus, the people living in the area at the time decided the name Yellow Hook has got to go. So in 1853, it officially became Bay Ridge, named so for the high ridge that overlooked upper New York Bay. You can see the name start to appear on maps in the latter half of the 19th century. So are there any traces of Yellow Hook you can go see today? Well, not really. The prominence of the point itself is gone now, due to all the land reclamation over the last 150 years. There is a little plaque at the main entrance to Owl's Head Park that will tell you the history of the neighborhood and mentions its former name. There's allegedly a plaque at the library, but I couldn't find it, so I just had to take this image from the internet. There was a Yellow Hook Bar and Grill on 3rd Avenue, but they've since closed. Probably because nobody ever made a video like this before explaining what Yellow Hook was.